So the PlayStation 5 has been out for about 6 months at this point, and up to now, we haven't had any other colors other than the standard white color, which is kind of interesting because Microsoft has had multiple colors of the Xbox Series X and S's controllers out since its launch. And while I love this color because it obviously matches very well with the PlayStation 5, it's nice to have some options, it's nice to have some variety. But now all of that changes because Sony has finally released 2 new colors for the PlayStation 5 controllers, the Midnight Black and the Cosmic Red colors. What's up everybody, I'm Seth Fowler and today I'm unboxing the brand new PlayStation 5 controllers. So since the PlayStation 5 has come out, I've been a huge fan of the console. I think this controller is incredible. It's a little disappointing that not a lot of games have utilized all the crazy features of this controller, like the force, what are they called? The tactical something triggers that feel like they get harder to press when the game wants it to. No, but in all seriousness, the PlayStation 5 controller genuinely makes the PlayStation 5 feel next gen. As much as I love the Xbox Series X and think the graphics are incredible, it doesn't feel that different from the Xbox Series X. PlayStation 5 on the other hand though feels like a completely new console, and I would say that's mostly due to the fact that this controller is so futuristic. Now personally, I already have 2 of these controllers, so I might end up only keeping one of the new colors and maybe selling one of the white ones. I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna do yet, but I'm just going to open them up first and see what I think of both of them, because I think both of them are really nice new additions to the PlayStation 5 controller lineup. Also, something that I wanted to talk about when it comes to these 2 controllers is the price difference. I know, that doesn't seem to make sense because they're the exact same controller, just in different colors. The Cosmic Red colorway sells for $75 and the Midnight Black colorway sells for $70. I have no idea why that is. Maybe the dye that they used in the Cosmic Red color is more expensive, which is really the only thing that I would think. It has to do with the color, right? Because it's the exact same controller. It's the DualSense, so I don't know. But let's start with the controller that's slightly cheaper, and honestly the controller that I'm personally more excited about. And as you can tell, that controller is the Midnight Black controller, which I'm gonna try and open very carefully so I don't mess up the controller itself. I don't know how that would happen, but I'm pretty clumsy, so it could happen. This was also probably a bad call to try unboxing without a table. I usually do these unboxing videos with a table, but I still haven't gotten like the focus situation right, so they never end up exactly how I want them. So I wanted to just do this video like a standard one of my videos where I'm just sitting down, because I feel like that's the best way, but I'm realizing now that I'm having so much trouble unboxing this controller, it's probably better to do it at a table. You know what, we're just gonna peel back the plastic. That worked so much easier. Why didn't I do that from the beginning? Wow, nice job, Seth. Okay, so inside the box, the first thing that you'll see is, well, another white box. So here's the inner white box. Let's pop the top on this guy, see what it looks like. Ooh, and there is the controller. Does it come with any extra wires? It does not. Just a quick start guide. Let's see this controller in person. I'm actually really stoked for this one. So here we go. Ooh, look at that. Such a clean shade of black. What's interesting is that it seems like they used a couple different shades of black or very, very dark gray or blue or whatever this is. The black area on the bottom center of the controller seems to be like a very dark blue color. Around the sides, it seems to be a more reddish black. And then on the bottom, it's like a true black. Very, very interesting. Not something that you see online. So here it is next to the standard white controller. Now what I'm waiting for is an all black PlayStation 5. We've got to get one of those. I really need one of those, but this black controller looks really, really clean. You know what though? When I'm looking at these 2 controllers together, there's something kind of nice about the contrast that you get on the white controller. Ooh. Tough decisions we got coming up. Man, okay, so I really do like this black controller a lot. It's very simple, it's very clean. When we turn it on, there we go. Look at that nice blue around the edges of the touchpad right there. Very nice. The buttons are still clear with light gray accents this time versus dark gray on the white controller, but that's pretty much all there is to it. It's a pretty simple, all black PlayStation 5 DualSense controller. Does it feel more textured? Kind of does. The back of the black controller feels a little bit more textured than the white controller. I wonder if that's actually the case or I'm just crazy. But yeah, I really dig this a lot. I dig the PlayStation logo being cut out. That's one of my favorite details on this controller. And the overall like space age futuristic look of this controller I love. And in this black colorway, it looks very, very clean. I love the matte black. Definitely a nice look. Also, reminds me a lot of the PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 4 controllers. They always came in all black. On to the second controller, the Cosmic Red. So here is the Cosmic Red box. Let's pop this guy open. Pop the top like this. Perfect. Okay. Let's pull out this white inner box. Here's the second controller, the Cosmic Red, which actually kind of looks like a maroon on the front. Which, to be fair, I do love maroon when it comes to fashion and sneakers, but when it comes to my tech, I don't know. I kind of like black and white because it blends in with my entertainment console better. It's already looking very, like, pinkish, maroony. Interesting. The texture does feel more pronounced on the black controller versus either of the two controllers. I don't know why that is. Interesting, okay. But wow, this color is different than I expected. That's not true. I expected it to be more of like a magenta than a red or a maroon, but this is definitely a very pinkish color. Something else that's kind of interesting is that the buttons are still clear, but they've got the monochromatic look to them. They've got a slightly lighter shade of pink to define the little symbols. Also, there actually seems to be a bubble in my circle button. That must be like a manufacturing issue. So this controller definitely has a much more, honestly, feminine vibe to it, which isn't a bad thing. I think if you like this sort of color, great. I'm not liking it as much as I thought I would. And to be honest, for more money, I'd go with the black or white one personally. But if you like this color, great. I'm also very impressed with the fact that they color matched all the different parts of the controller. Usually when you're trying to color match on different kinds of plastics or different kinds of materials, it's very, very difficult. But they did a great job of making every little panel on this controller be the exact same shade of magenta, or cosmic red, as they call it. So here are all three controllers. It's actually a lot harder to hold all three of them than I thought it would be. Personally, you know what? I'm still really liking the white controller the best. It's that contrast, the white and the black, that really sells it for me. This one still has it a little bit, but this color is so much darker in tone that it just doesn't have the same sort of pop that the black and white has. But overall, no matter what color you go with, the DualSense controller is an excellent, excellent controller, and you're not going to go wrong with it. Plus, you get one with your PlayStation 5 when you buy it, so if you buy a PS5, you should be getting a controller anyway. This is just sort of more of a second controller situation. If you want your stuff to match, grab the white one. If you don't care so much about matching and just want a cooler controller, go with the black one or the cosmic red. Both very, very cool looking controllers. These are both also based off of, I guess, galaxies. They had this whole press conference about them, and they showed off this like crazy red galaxy, and I was like, okay, well, that's fine. I mean, you can base a controller color off whatever you want. I guess you're just trying to make it a cool theme. I get that, but I don't know. It just seemed almost unnecessary. At the same time, though, it did get me to buy two controllers, so there's that. Their marketing team knows what they're doing. But overall, a definite favorite for me between these two is the black. I think this one is a very, very clean look, and I wish they would just drop a matte black console. I feel like it's overdue at this point. Give us a matte black console. They're probably actually going to do it around the holidays. I wouldn't be surprised. I haven't heard any rumors at all whatsoever. I would just expect maybe to revitalize console sales. Then again, they're always selling out, so maybe like they'll probably wait a year until everyone has consoles, and then they're like, okay, you know what? We want people to rebuy consoles, which I would do. I'd absolutely buy a second PS5 in black. No question. But honestly, these were getting a lot of press, and I wanted to see what the fuss was about. So I grabbed these, picked these up. These are the first new colors that you can grab for the PlayStation 5 DualSense controller. If there's any colors of the Xbox Series X or Xbox Series S controllers that you guys want me to grab, let me know in the comment section down below. Or if there's any other accessories that you guys want me to check out, also make sure to let me know in the comment section down below. But with that being said, I think that pretty much wraps up the video for today. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to this channel. We're almost at 100,000 subscribers, which is absolutely insane. Also check out my main channel, which is linked in the description below. And one final thing, if you guys want to grab either of these controllers, make sure to click that Amazon affiliate link in the description below. But with all that being said, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you all in the next one.